and meeting him was not an accident. I mean, it was supposed to happen just the way it did. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we are 10 minutes away from the bottom of the hour. This is Monday Night Live. My name is Gerald W. Parker. I'll be your host this evening. So let me open up and give you guys an opportunity to get in here too. So I'm excited to have you all here tonight. It's truly an honor to be before you once again to share the good news, the excitement, everything that's happening with MWR. Here we go. Mr. Hickman, we got you in, sir. Randy Christensen. We're going to get you in as well. You're in, my friend. Good deal. All right, Randy Christensen, good to hear your voice. Hey, and good to see you, sir. Actually, I'm going to make you a co-host real quick so that you and I can just speak and catch up a little bit. Okay, good deal. We got you there, Randy Christensen. You are now co-host out of Greeley, Colorado. Welcome to the platform, sir.
Hi, Gerald. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's good to hear your voice.
Nice hearing yours.
Hey, I missed your call last Thursday or the Thursday before that somehow. So
yeah,
we
that's
got
all right.
No, I'll get you, man. We'll definitely catch up.
Okay, maybe we can change it around to a different day this week.
All right.
I have to go to do some eye work.
Oh, good deal. You doing okay though?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm
Hanging
glad
in there, buddy.
Well, you better hang in there. We need you, man. It's good to hear your voice.
That was nice hearing yours too, buddy.
Maybe you and I both will be doing as well as Pastor Isaiah Searson at some point in our lives.
I hope you don't get this old.
What's going on, Doctor?
Listen, Randy, he's older than you. But as the difference is, he's got more money than you and I. That's the difference.
I'm not hearing none of that. Hey, look here, Doc. I've researched that comp plan real good.
Did you?
Yep, and I can tell you make about $75 more a month than I do.
I got you. I like that. I like that. It's good to hear your voice, sir. I missed your call earlier today.
Oh no, I was just calling that I was going to be on.
Oh, wonderful. Praise God. Glad to have you, sir. My good friend, Mr. Ben McCrae, is going to give us a recap on this past weekend's event. And we had Ben Dickerson in the house, two Marines standing together. I had a chance to meet Mr. Dickerson for the first time, Pastor Searson, and he is everything that you said he would be, an honorable man.
He's a wonderful guy, man. He really.
Yeah, real nice guy. Had a great time with him. We broke bread after the meeting, spent some time together, talked strategy. And this is one of the many meetings that we'll begin to do in the Charlotte market.
Yeah, he was quite impressed. And that's why I told him, I said, man, we need to really sort of pile up and sort of, put our forces together in on these Zooms we're having.
Right.
Like on a Monday night, if you're doing one, I believe that if you are a $1 million ring earner and you having a meeting and I'm having one, why would I want folks to come to mine and I'm not done what you've done? I'd rather have them come to yours so they know what you're doing.
Sir, okay, I understand. I absolutely understand.
Yeah, I always tell folks until I make as much money as the guy above me, I'll change what he's doing. But until I've done that, then I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing.
Makes perfect sense. And we do know there's power in numbers.
Oh, no doubt. So yeah, I send the message out to everybody to come over on this call tonight.
Okay, sir. We're grateful for that. Thank you so much.
I see Ben McCrae says he's still in church.
Oh, absolutely. You're right. He is still in church service tonight. But we may be fortunate enough to get a word from him after the service if we're still on. We pray that we will be. But this is good. But it was good being with both the Bens this weekend. I tell you what, it was a good time, man. It was the beginning of something big as it relates to that market that we were in. Charlotte is prime for growth. And all we got to do now is just share the good news.
And plus, it's only about 2 hours for me. So once I get myself to smelling as good as you, then I'm going to roll down there. But until my cologne match yours, I can't do it.
I got you, sir. I got you. and we did have some visitors from and some support from the South Carolina market. Marvin McGee came down from Columbia.
Okay.
So Marvin was there representing the state. So that was exciting.
Well, I don't know Marvin in Columbia.
Yes, sir. And then Trevor Thompson is talking about doing a combined meeting between the two states, North Carolina and South Carolina. We're looking at some possible dates now. The meeting will be in the South Carolina area, but we're going to bring the two states together.
Yeah, man, those guys, we had a good coach. You on this Saturday, man. Charles, as always, man. Charles bring the house down with his testimony.
He's a home run hitter, man.
I'm telling you, Doc.
You want him on the team.
He didn't need steroids to be hitting ball he doing.
Yeah, yeah. You want him on the team. He's a home run hitter. Yes, he is. Great man too. Good guy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've got now 4 minutes before we get to the bottom of the hour. Once again, we're not going to be before you long tonight, but we're going to provide you with some impactful information. You're hearing a discussion between my good friends and business partners with MWR, Pastor Isaiah Searson, as well as Mr. Randy Christensen out of Greeley, Colorado. You heard me speak of Mr. Benjamin McCrae, who I just had the privilege of hosting an event with this past weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina. Possibilities are endless, guys. We're excited about what we saw in Charlotte and what we can do. Mr. Ben Dickerson is on the platform with us tonight. He himself was there representing with he didn't come alone. He brought his team. So that was pretty exciting. Ron Samuels, good to see you. Miss Monifa out of New York, welcome to the platform, young lady. Glad to have all of you guys. 8:27, we've got 3 minutes now. Send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. We're about to get into a discussion of what I consider to be the greatest opportunity that exists on planet Earth. And that is none other than MWR. And MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. Cassandra Wooten, welcome to the platform. Glad to have you, ma'am. I'll follow up with you tomorrow in reference to a date for a meeting in North Carolina. So, guys, there's a lot of activity happening across the country. People are getting engaged. They're getting excited. We want to wrap this year up strong. We want to position you to wherever it is you desire to be in your financial life. We know for sure that we've got the platform to do it. We've got the vehicle. We've got a compensation plan attached to this that will get you there. Now the question is, what sort of work are you willing to do? Are you willing to pay the price to get it done? This is a short-term proposition. I keep telling people, this is not a long-term deal. You put your head down and go at this, it'll pay off quickly. You really can set yourself up to win, and you're going to see that tonight. And so now you're here to see and hear what all the excitement is about. Why we're so excited about the Charlotte event, what we saw and heard, why we're so, have so much hope and promise as it relates to tomorrow, because we've got our hands on something that can deliver for us, not just for us, but everybody that we love and care about, our family, and even those that we don't even know that need a way out. We've got the answer without question. This truly has been a blessing for me and so many others. So once again, guys, thank you so much for joining the platform. We've got 1 minute now, 1 minute. Send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. Ms. Zena Edgehill out of Maryland, welcome to the platform. Ladies and gentlemen, this young lady is the face of the Keys to Home Ownership program. 3 weeks, start to finish. She has the keys to her home, and it's in that home as we speak. So again, nobody can ever tell me that this program doesn't work. You can't even talk to me about that. I've seen it work too many times, not only just in my own life, but so many people, and many of you are on this platform tonight, and you're proof that what we have is real. So once again, thank you so much for joining the platform. We're excited to have you here. We've got 1 minute now, 1 minute before we launch. Again, we're not going to be before you long, but we're going to talk some business tonight. We're talking MWR, an opportunity that is available for anybody who wants it. All you do here is come to the table with a made-up mind. All the other pieces are already in place. If you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, you are in the right place. And without question, this is the right time. We're going to give it another minute or so before we launch, but send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. We're going to get started here shortly. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Live. We're here every Monday night without fail, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. We've been at this for several years now, and we're growing this platform every single Monday night. It's getting bigger, it's getting better, it's getting stronger. We've got more testimonies, gotten more people involved. And again, we have something to deliver in a major way. I keep saying to myself that, and I share this with everybody that will listen, that this is the new American economy. MWR has become that. Ms. Lovey Sullivan out of Tampa, Florida, welcome to the platform. Mr. Mark Reed out of Atlanta, welcome to the platform. So ladies and gentlemen, we're at the bottom of the hour, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Once again, I'll slow it down for a minute to give you the opportunity to send out those last minute texts, make those last minute phone calls. Miss Jamie Smith, welcome to the platform. It's good to see you, ma'am. And thank you so much for joining us. Guys, once again, we're not going to be before you long. We're going to provide you with some very impactful information. So let's go ahead and get started here. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. This is Monday Night Live. My name is Gerald W. Parker. I'll be your host for this session. I'm joined on the platform by Pastor Isaiah Searson, Ben McCrae, my business partner as well, who I just shared time with in Charlotte, North Carolina this past weekend. You're going to hear from those gentlemen and some other leaders as we go through. We're going to circle back at the end of the presentation to answer questions. We don't want you to leave this platform tonight without having a full understanding of what you've seen and heard. So if you're seeing and hearing this for the first time, I want you to grab a pencil and paper. You're going to want to take some notes. This is the Marketing Director Opportunity Presentation. Now, this is designed for those who, like me, not only want to take advantage of the services to get their financial life in order, but they want to have an opportunity to generate another stream of income by sharing this opportunity with others. It's the only opportunity that exists in America that allows you not having to become the expert, but actually sharing the concept. Let the experts do all the work, and these guys are willing to pay you and me a ridiculous amount of money. There's proof in the pudding, guys. So here we are. This is where becoming and staying wealthy is simple. We broke this thing down. That acronym stands for this. We're going to help you shift, increase, multiply, protect, and leverage everything. We're going to put you in a position to win. This platform is designed for the average everyday person, and we're going to show you exactly why we're so excited about it. I'm going to stop the screen share again and go back and get started. It's so good to see everybody on the platform tonight, guys. This is going to be exciting. So let's go to our screen share and get started, and we go to recording mode. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. Monday Night Live. My name is Gerald W. Parker. I'll be your host. This is MWR. This is the Marketing Director Opportunity Presentation. This is designed for those who have made up their mind that they want to really partner with MWR to generate a stream of income that can set them apart, that can put them wherever they desire to be. This is, again, where becoming and staying wealthy is simple. We've broken it down. And when we talk about simple, we're talking about shifting, increase, multiplying, protecting, and everything, and leveraging everything. That's what we have the ability to do. Now, Pastor Searson, for some reason, is not letting me go to my next slide here. Guys, give me a second here. You can't stop a thing whose time has come, so we're going to get this right. Let's go. Here we go, guys. All right, here we go. All right, guys, here we go. Now, let's talk about it. When opportunity knocks, being in the right place at the right time, as you know and well aware, means everything, right? So how many opportunities have we already missed out on because we just, one, kind of drug our feet maybe, wasn't sure, we were skeptical. Look at what we missed out on. Had you been in the room when any of these ideas were conceived, where would you be in your financial life right now? Look at these companies: Facebook, Amazon, Zoom, Microsoft, Google, Starbucks, Apple, Walmart. I mentioned this weekend as it relates to Uber. Who would have thought that you could go to your phone, order an Uber, hail an Uber, have a total stranger come and pick you up in a vehicle and take you to your destination? Who would have thought anything like that could ever happen? Well, it's a multi-million-dollar a year business, and it is happening, guys. And it just started with the concept, an idea. Starbucks, Google, the exact same thing. So think about this. What if you could get a second chance to be in the right place at the right time? Think about that. If you could get a second chance, how many second chances have you and I wanted or needed in many situations in our life? But here's one that is going to allow you to be first to market with an opportunity. Nobody else is doing what we're doing. We have the ability to disrupt the world's biggest industry, which is financial services. There's zero risk to you, no loss to you, none whatsoever. And it's already proven. Think about that, guys. So now you can get that second chance. Now, we know that you're in the right place at the right time, and we strongly believe that this is the right company. Why? One, it's a multi-million-dollar debt-free company, an executive team that brings 100+ years of combined industry experience. Now, look, they've got a proven track record of success, but here's what the draw was for me. This is what drew me to it. Not only my relationship with the CEO and founder, Mr. Brian House, that goes back nearly 19 years, but the mission. Look at what they say. The mission is to create more millionaires and financially independent families than any other company in history. Than any other company in history. And we're well on our way to doing that. But look at this star-studded cast. If you're going to put together a winning team, these 4 people who you need to start with, starting with the CEO and founder of MWR, Mr. Brian House, my good friend of, again, nearly 19 years, and Domo Tolson, managing partner of MWR, as well as Ms. Lisa Ross, the COO of MWR, and my good friend, the Vice President of MWR, Mr. Mike Randolph. So let's keep going here. Let's talk about the difference and the only opportunity of its kind. Why? Because we guarantee your success. There's not another company in this industry that guarantees your success. Look at what they say. If our opportunity strategy, all right, expert strategies and opportunity cannot put more money back into your pocket than the cost of the membership in the first 30 days, MWR gives you a full refund. Now, folks, understand this, that we're operating within the financial service space. Where do you go to get an opportunity like this? Who does this? Nobody but MWR. See, there's no risk to you, and the only way that you lose is simply by choosing not to participate. Now, we strongly encourage you to participate, upload the documents, schedule your appointments, give the experts everything they need. You've got to participate in your own rescue. So it starts with you. Again, we talked about coming to the table with the made-up mind, and we'll do the rest. Now, what do we offer? One, expert-driven financial strategy. We have the ability to turn your expenses back into income for you. Think about all the bills that you're paying and turn those back into income. All right, we have the ability to multiply and protect your money and your assets, give you the ability to save, pay, and profit on your everyday purchases, money that you're spending every single day, and also profit from a multi-trillion-dollar year financial service industry. Guys, look at all the concepts and what we bring to the table as it relates to this platform. And by the way, this is the most comprehensive financial platform ever offered to the general public. The ability for one operation, one service to allow you to, one, eliminate your debt, reduce your taxes, lower your bills, restore your credit, and then look at investment accounts like the diversified cash flow account, the private reserve account, precious metals even, land bank, and our ability to buy land in the path of growth at 20 to 40% below market value. You want to talk about generational wealth and leaving that inheritance, how the wealthy people do it. They're using trust. We have the ability to do that through Trust My Assets, as well as help you save money on your everyday purchases with our MWR Rewards program and also MWR Give Bucks. Guys, they didn't leave anything on the table. How do we do this? We provide you with people. This is where the strength in the program is. You don't have to do this on your own. So our experts can maximize every area of your finances so that you can do these three things: save money, make money, and create wealth. See, our experts are going to do the work and you get the results. And they're going to do it in confidence. They're professionals, licensed, trained experts in every area of your financial life. Now, we know the average cost of a good CPA, a financial planner, in any city in America is $200 to $300 an hour. Now, because it is $200 to $300 an hour, most of us are priced out of the game. We can't even participate. Why? Because where do we find that when the great majority of people in this country are living paycheck to paycheck, paid on Friday, broke on Monday, working just to pay bills? They're strapped. So how do we win? We never get a chance to really win until now, because I'm going to show you what MWR has been able to do and what it brings to the table and the price point that gives everybody a real chance. Now, let's talk about turning your expenses back into income. Where's all your money going at the end of the day? Our experts are going to help you shift that money back from the government, banks, and big business. Those are the big three. When you look at what they eat up in the money that you're generating, it's no wonder we're losing, right? So we now have the ability to help you eliminate your debt, turn that debt into wealth, reduce your taxes, lower your bills and your healthcare costs, help you restore and increase your credit score. We know how important that is. Plus, again, provide you with a better way to save, pay on everything that you're doing right now as it relates to spending money every single day. But look at the average expense to income results. This is everybody who's plugged into this program. These are the results. These are where these numbers come from. The tens of thousands of people across the country that are participating. Average expense to income results, $2,000 per month per member. You take whatever it is you're doing now as it relates to income being generated and put an additional $2,000 a month back into your pocket from your existing finances without you having to go out and find a second job. Is that powerful or what? Does that change anything in your life? I would think so, but we've got the ability to do that. And people say, well, where does this $2,000 come from? This is your overpayment of taxes. We put that money back into your pocket. We begin to help you eliminate debt. Put that money back into your pocket. We enhance your credit score. We know that a high credit score is going to help you lower interest rates. So the difference of that money goes back into your pocket. Then we also help you lower your bills. So we put that money back into your pocket. And then on your everyday expenses, MWR Rewards kicks in, as well as MWR Give Bucks, which again gives you the ability to put money back into your pocket. We got to get on the winning side of this thing. Now that we've got this new money back into our pocket, this new stream of income from our existing finances, what do? Well, most people would say, let's go shopping. I think not. Now will be the time to put that money to work for you. Let's find a job for that money. So our experts are going to help you multiply and protect your money and your assets. How do we do it? With our self-banking strategies, our tax and risk-free savings strategies, as well as asset accumulation, income and asset protection, tax elimination strategies, and trust. We're going to provide you with everything you need to live right now and to leave a legacy for your children, which is you're required to do. We got to find a way to make these things happen. So when you talk about generating streams of income from money when it's working for you, you look at things like a diversified cash flow account. I mean, this is an incredible account that allows you to access your money anytime you want it for any reason you need it. It pays quarterly dividends. You don't need a whole lot of money to jumpstart any one of these platforms, even the private reserve account. Once again, the ability to put money into a fund, have access to that money anytime you want it for any reason you need it, never pay taxes on it, and then would be guaranteed never to lose any money. Who does that? Wealthy people do it every single day. You and I now have access to do the exact same thing, even precious metals. We get a chance now to dive into the other side of money, right? The real money, precious metals, gold and silver. This is God's money. And this is truly, folks, the only real money that does exist. And so we now have the ability to provide that as well. We talked earlier about land banking, buying land in the path of growth at 20 to 40% below market value. Trust my assets. We want to lock this up, this new money, this gaining money for you, and put you in a position to be able to pass it on from generation to generation so that you can live a legacy as well. Now, everything you need in one powerful membership. Think about this. No contract to sign, no setup fee. This includes your spouse too. So two people have the ability to take advantage of one membership. And again, provide you with a better way to save, pay, and profit from your everyday expenses. Experts to turn your expenses back into income, put money back into your pocket, everything you need to protect your money and your assets. And on top of all that, a 30-day money back guarantee. Now, what is it going to cost you to take advantage of all these services with these experts? $149.97 a month. We talked earlier about the cost of a good CPA, a financial planner, being $200 to $300 an hour. We're talking about the price of a cup of coffee. $149.97 surrounds you with experts. They're going to do all the work. We bring to the table the tools, the systems, all right, that wealthy people have always had access to. But the reason we're so confident and why we can offer that 30-day money back guarantee is because we provide you with a licensed trained expert that's going to hold your hand through the entire process. Now, that's the beauty of what we bring to the table. Now, that's why we also feel that MWR is the perfect business. And why do we say that? We think about this. Here's a question. Where else can you get paid daily while someone else does the work for you and everyone that you refer? There's only one place you can do it, and there's only one way that you can do it. You become a qualified marketing director with MWR. Now, what is it going to cost me to go in business with MWR? $100. Show me a business that you can start for $100 in this United States. It does not exist. There's not one. Now, that also includes a monthly membership fee of $149.97 because you want access to those services. So your total upfront investment is $249.97. Now, once again, what business in this United States can you start for $249? Well, more importantly, look at what that $249.97 does for you. One, it puts you in business with the fastest growing financial strategies company in the country, that being MWR. Not only that, it puts you in the middle of a multi-trillion-dollar a year industry, which is financial services. Name a time in your life where money hasn't been an issue, not just for you, but everybody you knew. It always will be, all by design. They've created the system that way. They don't want you to figure these pieces out. But we have the ability to bring to the table the solution to the problem that 98% of the people in this country are facing. The issue is finances. How do I stop this madness of paycheck to paycheck living, paid on Friday, broke on Monday, working just to pay bills and destined to die broke? Here's how we do it with MWR. A $249.97 investment puts you in business again with the ability to generate unlimited streams of income. And all you've got to do is share the concept. We're not asking you to become a CPA, a financial planner. You do not have to be the expert. They're already in place. All you're doing is sharing the concept. And these guys, again, are willing to pay you and me a ridiculous amount of money to do just that. Not only that, they're going to provide you with a team of experts to shift, increase, multiply, and protect your money and your assets. They're going to help you get your financial life in order first. And then they're going to give you some leverage, right? Expert strategies and leaders to help you grow your business. We say this in MWR all the time. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So once you get tied into this, you got an entire corporate office that's going to support you. You got leadership from top to bottom that's going to be there cheering for you, rooting you on, The system has already created all the training material and tools that you need. You don't have to reinvent the wheel on this one. But here's the thing that excites me most about what we do: unlimited daily pay and industry-leading residual income. Let's talk about the money, because I know many of you are here to see what kind of money is involved, right? This $249.97 investment as a business owner with MWR, what does it get me? It gets you the ability to earn anywhere from $5 a day to as much as $15,000 a day. Now, you pick your number. I call this my fixed income chart. So why do you call it that? Because I can fix my income to be whatever it is I want it to be. How so? Well, look at this. The ability to earn from $5 a day to as much as $15,000 a day, and we're just getting started. This is the daily guarantee component of the revenue sharing plan, but it gets even better. There's a leadership infinity bonus in place that pays you from $30 to as much as $150 for anybody that joins your organization, whether you sponsor them in the program or not. And there's also team growth bonuses. This is paid weekly, $300 for 6 people that join your business. The clock starts to tick on Monday at whatever time that Monday morning to Sunday midnight. And in that period, 6 people join your organization. The following Monday, MWR pays you an additional $300. But not only that, let's talk about the momentum bonus. We want to see you get off to a fast start, and we're going to be there to help you get off to a fast start. But not only that, we're going to reward you for getting off to a fast start. Sponsor your first 3 people into the program in your first 30 days. MWR is already going to pay you $50 for each one of those persons, whether they're a business owner or either a customer. But not only that, because they're business owners and you've done it within the first 30 days, MWR now matches your money and pays you an additional $150 for those 3 people. So we're 30 days in. Let's look at the next window that opens as it relates to the momentum bonus. That's that 60-day window, because now you've helped those 3 get their 3. Now you've got $450 paid out to you. Why did you get that money? Because you got in the trenches and you helped those 3 do the exact same thing that you did. But now we're in that 90-day window. We're in that 3-month window now. Now you're going to help those 3 get their 3. You've got 36 people on your team. You're directly involved in that effort. So MWR is going to reward you another $900. Let's do the math. 150, 450, 900. That's a total of $1,500, guys. How much did we invest to get started in this business? $250. Let's just call it that. Not $249.97. Let's just say $250. And to get a return of $1,500 in a 90-day period. Now, here's the crazy thing about this momentum bonus. The revenue sharing plans are set up in this way. It doesn't matter that it takes you less than 90 days. There's nothing written in this compensation plan saying that you've got to take 90 days. Many people are doing this in a week. They're doing it in 10 days, 20 days, 30 days. I say hit the ground running and take advantage of everything MWR has to offer. But look at what happens when you've got 12 people partnered with you in this opportunity. The following day, after you get those 12 people involved in your business, you're now making $20 a day, $600 a month. And I know that's substantial for many people in this country right now. But let's go a little further. Help those 12 get their 3. You've got 36, but let's help those 36 get their 3. Now you've got 90 people on your team. You're now being paid $100 a day, $3,000 a month. Many people can quit that part-time job and come home and spend time with their family for an additional $3,000 a month. And I'll say to anybody, whatever you're generating in the way of income, add an additional $3,000 to it and tell me what that does for you. Are we able to start turning the corner on some things? Can we get caught up on some things? Well, let's dream a little bit. How about 480 people in your organization? And honestly, I wouldn't care if it took you 2 years to do this. 480 people associated with this platform. You don't have to be the expert. You just share the concept. They saw what you saw. You're now making $300 a day. Every single day, 365 days a year. This thing takes no days off, no holidays, even pays out on Sunday. That's $300 a day, $9,000 a month, well over $100,000 a year. I mean, we could stop right there and everybody's life would change, I would think. But what happens when you really go at this? And I don't want you to believe for a minute that these numbers are too far-fetched, because I'm going to show you some people who are already doing this. What happens when you get 6,000 people in your organization? Say it takes you the next 5 years to do it. I mean, honestly, it wouldn't matter if it took you 10 years to do it. Look at where you end up, $3,000 a day per day. And what would you do with $3,000 a day? Could you spend $3,000 a day? You're at $90,000 a month. You're well over $1 million a year. Now, you know your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations, your desires far more than I do. You know the things that you want to do. You know what God has laid on your heart. You know the impact that you want to make. You know the difference that you want to make in the lives of your families and others. Would $1 million a year help you get those things done? I would think so, guys. This is a real opportunity. And I'm going to show you some people that are doing it and doing it in a big way, and that they've got less time in this business than even I do. Let's share some success stories. And I'm honored to be able to share with you these success stories, because we know success leaves clues. And let's start with our good friends, Charles and Judith Ivory. I've had a chance to spend time with this couple and meet them. They're incredible people. Believe it or not, I've been involved with MWR for 7 years. They've only been involved for 5 years, but look at what they've done. See, Charles himself was a former military officer, and his wife, Judith, and after retiring from the military, he took a job with the federal government. And during the point of COVID-19, he was laid off during that pandemic, right? He was furloughed. So during that furlough period of about 8-10 months, somebody introduced him to MWR. He took it and ran with it, took it very seriously. When it was time to go back to work after COVID had died down, he declined. Why? Because he was making more money doing this than he would have been making if he went back to work full time. But look at what the program has done for him as it relates to using these services we talked about. They've raised their credit score to 800, over 800. Think about an 800 credit score. There's not much that you can't do when you got an 800 credit score. But not only that, they've just finished the construction of their dream home, a 6,000 square foot property, which I'm going to be visiting very soon. But not only that, within 8 months, they became $1 million residual club ring earners, ladies and gentlemen. $1 million residual club ring earners. That's saying a lot. And again, here's a man who retired from the military and saw this opportunity, after taking a job with the federal government and was laid off, and ran with it and didn't have to go back to work. This is one of many stories across the country. People that are plugging into this opportunity are winning in a major way. Now, I'm humbled and honored that MWR gives me the opportunity to share my success and my story with you. I saw this program, as you see here, at 55 years old. But I want to paint a quick picture for you. Think about this. 55 years old, grown man, going to a job every day, paid on Friday, broke on Monday. You've never had to do it, so you probably understand what I'm talking about. But this gave me the opportunity to free myself. I used these services, first of all, reduced my taxes by $350 a month, money I saw in my check 2 weeks later. I drug into this platform 15 years worth of remaining debt. These guys helped me pay it off in less than 5 years. Guys, I struggled with this all of my adult life, trying to figure these pieces out. Within 2 years, I started generating enough income to walk away from a full-time job, paying $65,000 a year to do this full-time. I get a chance to drive the car of my dreams and the ability and flexibility to live in North Carolina during the summer months and live in South Florida during the winter. It is a dream come true, and also became $1 million residual club ring earner in that 2-year period. I told you it took me 2 years, took Charles and Judith only 8 months. But look at this. This young man did it in 3 months. He's the fastest $1 million residual club ring earner in MWR to date. But not only that, look at what this young man out of Atlanta, Georgia, my good friend, Mr. Brian and Bean, has done. He's accumulated over $3 million in assets, has 20 acres of land on a lakefront property in Atlanta, Georgia, of all places. They call it Bean Acres. He's got a condo in Dubai. He's earning $45,000 a month from this very revenue sharing program that I just shared with you. $45,000 a month. I want to stop there for a moment and ask you, when you start generating $45,000 a month in passive residual income, tell me what changes in your life. I'll answer the question for you. Everything. The car you drive, the house you live in, the clothes you wear, where you send your kids to school. Dream with me for a minute. I'm going to close my eyes and just think about the possibility. $45,000 a month. Whose life are you going to bless? What difference are you going to make? What becomes different in your community because you're generating this level of income? What sort of impact can you have? Because you can't spend all this money yourself. And it was never designed for you to spend all yourself. You now want to bless others. And you have the ability to do that. $45,000 a month is a pretty good start. And currently, again, he's the top income earner with MWR and was able to become $1 million residual club ring earner in only 3 months, ladies and gentlemen. So at this point, we've got some choices, right? So either you want some of the money or you want all of the money. And if the focus is some of the money, and I want you to understand that either proposition, you win. You can't lose, whatever decision you make. If you want some of the money, you want to focus on the membership. Your cost is $149.97 per month. And you say, hey, I just want to use these services to get my financial life in order. I'm pretty satisfied with where I am, whether it be my own business or my job. but I do need to get my credit fixed. I want to pay less in taxes. I want to position myself to create these investment vehicles. I like this land banking concept. I want access to precious metals, and I want to work with a live trained licensed expert. $149.97 per month, and that includes a spouse. Matter of fact, MWR goes as far and says you don't even have to be married to the person. As long as the address is the same and that person's 18 years of age or older, they get a chance to participate and use these services. 2 for 1, unheard of in this industry. Now, the other choice is you want the services to get your financial life in order, but you also want to create a stream of income. You want to partner with MWR. You want to go in business. So again, your cost is $100 more. $249.97 gets you started with the fastest growing financial strategies company in the country. Not only that, it puts you in the middle of a multi-trillion-dollar a year industry. And as you see here, 7 different ways that you get paid in one compensation plan. It is the most insane thing that I've ever seen. Crazy, but in a good way. And I got to tip my hat to Mr. Brian House and Mike Randolph, as well as Mr. Ndamo Tolson, for putting this platform together to give us a real chance at winning in our financial life. Guys, so I'm prayerful that you've seen enough and heard enough to make a decision tonight to join us on this mission, this ministry, this crusade, this movement. And if you've done that, I want to be the first to welcome you to the MWR family. I strongly encourage you to get back to the marketing director that referred you and let them know whether you want some of the money or you want all the money. Once again, either decision is the right one. All right. We believe this is our moment. So we say get started now. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen and heard what I consider to be the greatest opportunity that exists on planet Earth. That is MWR. And this is where lifestyle and legacy connect. Now, that concludes our presentation. I promised you I would not be before you long, but we're going to stop the screen share and we're going to come out to the field. And I want to hear from some of our guests tonight who are with us. And I'm going to go to my settings here to give you all the ability to unmute yourself as well as open your cameras. So again, particularly if those that have questions, we want you up first. Let's get these questions answered for you. We don't want you to leave this platform tonight without having a full understanding of what you've seen and heard. You can't make a decision without the proper information, or at least understanding the information. So we want you to be able to make an educated decision based on what you've seen and heard tonight. My good friend, Mr. Daryl Bank, who is a product of these very products and is on his way to setting himself free through this very platform. I sat and met with this young man at a coffee shop in downtown Garner several years ago. And the transformation that I've seen in him through this platform has been phenomenal. But Daryl is one of many stories, as well as Pastor Isaiah Searson, who is here and fighting the good fight, putting this information in front of not only individuals that want to be business owners, but he and I have partnered on a faith and finance platform. We're having a tremendous amount of success with ministries across the country that don't currently have a stewardship platform in place. And for those pastors who don't, I say, talk to Pastor Searson. He can help you understand the importance of it, because if you don't have a financial stewardship platform in place within your ministry, the question now becomes, who's teaching your members how to handle, how to manage God's money? Because it's his anyway, it's not ours, right? And so are we going to leave it up to the world, or now is the time for the church to stand in the gap and take the lead and begin to teach financial literacy and stewardship? Through this partnership with MWR, we've been able to see some incredible things happening with ministry. But Mr. Banks, go ahead, sir.
Absolutely. Well, Dr. Parker did a phenomenal job as always. And listen, all I had to say is when I got these experts into my life, they put back into my pockets $1,109.56 every month back into my household. Now, with that new cash infusion, I was able to then invest in MWR's next level strategies, that DCA account, the diversified cash flow account. This account far outpaces my 401k. It gives me uninterrupted compound interest, and now I'm my own bank. Now, because I decided to share this challenge with others as what we're doing right now, MWR pays me a 3-figure, $20 a day, $600 a month passive residual income. Listen, I could not have done this without the help of also who shared this program with me, Mr. Carlton Lassiter. So I want to thank him for mostly sharing this with me, but also give me a chance to be able to tell my testimony with this amazing program at MWR. Thank you so much, sir.
Oh, it's an honor, sir. And congratulations on your success, and you continue to build and continue to grow, and you're sharing the concept. And at some point, ladies and gentlemen, he'll begin to generate enough income to be able to make a decision, because that income will outweigh what he makes on his regular job. You think about that. I mean, you know, I think the freedom is what we're after, right? We just need a way to get there, a vehicle. And MWR provides that. Pastor Searson, good to see you, sir.
Dr. Parker, how are you?
If it gets any better, my friend, I won't be able to stand it.
Man, let me tell you, Doc, I am extraordinarily excited. I really, really am. I listen to Daryl. I've been listening to him ever since I've been in the business. So I'm very, very familiar with who he is and what he does. But I just want to say to the people on the call tonight, I want you to think about something. The comp plan, as shown, as lucrative as it is, that's just the bottom line for it. It's a little bit bigger than that, because here I am, and I sent this out today, Daryl and Dr. Parker and the rest of you all on the line. I sent it out today to a couple of people who were asking me about some things, and I showed them that where I am right now, just what I get residually, just what I get when the team grows by 6, just what I'm getting every time somebody brings somebody else on, plus what they put back in my pocket over $2,700 a month. I'm sitting right now on about $5,500 a month. That's $65,000 a year. If I don't do nothing else but stay right there, that's $65,000 for the year. And Dr. Parker, you know that I've only been doing this now, even though I've been in for a year, I've only really been doing it for 6 months because I was sick most of that time.
Yep.
Hospitalization, stroke, heart attack, and all that kind of stuff. And then, and getting a nice little box filled up here. And the reason why I'm showing it that, because in this box is silver. Now, this is just a part of it, but I have 16 grandchildren, right? So that means every 2 weeks, I'm buying coins to go in this box for my grandkids. So I just want everybody to know, no matter how much money you make, I want you to think about something. This business is so much bigger than just you. It's so many other people that you have access to and got contact with that can benefit from what you know. And Dr. Parker, what you do and how you do what you do, brother. Look here, man, I'm going to follow you all the way to my bank and your bank. Because I'll close with this, man. Someone told me, Doc, that you were one of the few guys in North Carolina that wrote a check and the bank bounced.
Pat Searson, we're honored to be in business with you, sir. It's truly a pleasure to serve with you on this mission. And ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from this man who I mean was out of the game for a little while there, you know, due to an illness, a sickness, but God gave him the strength to recover and brought him back, and he jumped back in. But when you tell that story, here's the fascinating part about it. Even during your time of illness, the surgeries, the open heart surgery, guys, think about that. I mean, the blood clots and all that he suffered from during that time of recovery or the surgery, and even through the recovery. Pat Searson, did your money stop?
Dr. Parker, my money did not stop. It increased.
Wow.
I was laying up in the hospital, couldn't even get out of the bed on my own. But my money increased. It did not go down. And that's the beauty of what we do. So what you say, and from a pastoral position, I'll be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't get involved in this one from a godly position as this company has, I'm not talking religion here, I'm just talking creative stuff. If you don't get involved in this from that position, what else you got out there that can pay you no matter where you are, no matter what your situation, and you got leadership just like this gentleman here? Oh my God, it doesn't get any better than that, because everyone is here to help everybody else, because I'm not in his money, he's not in mine, but we're here to help one another.
That's what it's all about. We talk about it all the time here at MWR, that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And guys, so we don't leave this thing. We don't leave anybody behind. I mean, you join this platform, you're going to win, and you're going to have all the help that you need to get where you want to be. You just come to the table with a made up mind. The pieces are already there. The support is already there. This is a no-lose proposition, no question about it. I saw Miss Cassandra Wooten on the platform a minute ago. She may have a few words for us. But anyone else? Fernando Ramirez is here with us tonight. I know Mr. McCrae is attending a church service tonight. If he's out, I'm sure he'll get on with us as well. Mr. Ramirez, go right ahead, sir.
Let's give the floor to Miss Cassandra Wooden. I see her mic camera being open.
Absolutely.
I always take notes when she talks.
Go ahead, Ms. Wooten. Thank you, Fernando.
Well, good evening, phenomenal, Miss Dr. Parker. Always, always good. It's an honor with this company because it has blessed me and my family for it to put over $4,000 back in our household, where we also was able to do our next level strategies. But it's just that's not even the topping. It has changed our lives where we able to I pay our house off 5 years early. And that's nothing but a blessing for us. We would not have been in this position without us knowing about how to start. This is an educational program here. It teaches us how to live, how to set us our roadmap to become better, because I want to be a better steward. Even when I'm paying my tithes, I want to have that extra income coming into my household. I want my kids set up, and it has blessed us. And, do it for yourself. See where it takes you. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And ladies and gentlemen, she's quite humble, but she's doing some incredible things with this platform. And I'm so excited for her. She's getting in front of people every single day. She's sponsoring people to the platform. She's changing other folks' life, not just her own and her families, but others as well. So Ms. Wooten, we're proud of you and we're glad to have you as a partner. So thank you so much for all that you do. Looking forward to doing some business with you in Goldsboro, North Carolina again real soon. And ladies and gentlemen, next up, my good friend all the way from Southern California, my business partner of 2 years with this concept, Mr. Fernando Ramirez.
Dr. G.W. Parker, thanks for tonight's presentation. What I love about the presentation is the information that I hear from the testimonials of Mr. Banks, Mr. Searson, Ms. Wooden, right? Mr. Banks, as a matter of fact, when we joined the platform, he was so helpful with everything. And then what I was able to do starting, because we didn't come here, immediately jump into services, we needed to make money right away, but we would rely on the testimonials. Dr. G.W. Parker, you have been a tremendous resourceful help in your testimonial. Mr. Banks, Mr. Isaiah Searson, I took notes on his testimonial tonight. Ms. Wooden, I use your testimonials. Why? Because when you come in here, people, sometimes they think, are you guys are paid commercial people? I mean, does the company pay you to do this kind of commercials? These are real stories. And we're able to take advantage of these stories to be able to bless other people. So I've been able to leverage in stories like that. But through time, I've been blessed to build a business that pays me, $73,000 per year. And it took me 8 months. Sharing stories, guys. This is about storytelling. And now that we have our latest story, which is Zena Edgehill, it's an unbelievable story. Some people can't comprehend how things like this happen. How does it sound so perfect? Because we apply. So everything that we apply, we share to bless others. But there's nothing that we can do for the people that won't believe these incredible stories. These are not paid commercials. These are true stories, true facts that I've been experiencing for the last 30 years of my life, being blessed with network marketing, a broke plumber working too hard for too little money. I've been paid $7 million, close to $8 million in this industry the last 30 years. So knowing that we can appreciate all the testimonies, that's all I've done all my life. Share the testimonies and the blessings of each and every one of you guys. And that's why we love MWR. This is a transparent company with a transparent membership. Whoever applies, whoever listens, whoever learns and stays close to the fire, believe me, you're not going to burn. At the contrary, we're going to add the flame to be able to make a lot of noise out there, helping lots of families. Thanks again, Dr. G.W. Parker, for allowing me to share. And thanks each and every one of you for your testimony.
No, Fernando, thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, prior to us getting on at 8:30, Fernando and his team host a Spanish event, a presentation, this very presentation in Spanish at 8 p.m. So plug into that too, particularly if you've got relationships with Latinos in your community that need to hear and see this concept as well. But Fernando talked about his success with the program very briefly, but 8 months, ladies and gentlemen, this very revenue sharing program that I just showed you, he was able to position himself to make $200 a day. That's $6,000 a month, ladies and gentlemen. That's $73,000 a year, and did that in 8 months. How impressive. How many years would you have to commit to doing, whether it's your own business or even a job, to generate that level of income? How many people do we know that make $73,000 a year? But within 8 months. But what's more impressive than his story, he sponsored a young lady out of Orlando, Florida, Miss Ana Rodriguez, who came right behind him and did the exact same thing, positioned herself to generate $200 a day, $6,000 a month, $73,000 a year in 90 days. 90 days. I told you earlier, this is not a long-term proposition. You put your head down on this one. When you come up for air, you're winning. And all we've got to do is share the concept. You don't have to be an expert in any of these areas. Forget that. You don't have to go back to school to get a license to become a CPA, a financial planner, a credit expert. None of those things are required. They're already in place. You bring to the table the solution to the problem. You think about the number of people that you and I know right now that would like to eliminate their debt sooner rather than later. You think about the number of people that you and I know right now that would like to have a higher credit score. Let's think about the number of people that you and I know right now that would like to save money on taxes. Those are your potential prospects. Those are your clients. Those are your business partners. I mean, think about the number of people right now that want to create another stream of income. Guys, we got something here. All we've got to do is just tell the story. And you heard, we've got witnesses here tonight as to what it's been able to do for them. And these are just a handful of thousands of people across this country that this program has impacted in a major way. So let us not miss out on this as we've missed out on some of the other opportunities like Uber, Amazon, Walmart, and all those things. This is our chance to be in front of it. MWR is a young company, and we have a lot of potential. And there are millions of people across this country already who've yet to hear and see this concept. So there's no saturation here. The market is wide open. I want to thank everybody who took the time out of the schedule tonight to be here. God bless all of you. Let us continue to keep pushing forward and getting this opportunity in front of as many people as possible. Mr. Carlton Lassiter, always a pleasure, sir. It's good to see you. Guys, would there be any other questions before we close out? Now will be the time. Let us not leave this platform without having a full understanding of what you've seen and heard. I want to also congratulate and thank Ms. Cassandra Thomas Carolot for hosting the event in Charlotte, North Carolina this weekend. She's got an incredible team being built there, and we were more than happy to be there to support her, and we're off to a great start. So this is going to be an ongoing event in Charlotte, North Carolina in the coming months. So keep your eyes open for that. If you know people in Charlotte, point them in that direction. So once again, God bless all of you. Thank you so much. You are unmuted.
Hey, Brother Parker.
Yes, sir.
I like to speak about yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Well, Brother Banks hosted.
Okay.
Oh man, it was nice. Every bit of it.
Good deal,
So
sir.
I got responsible. I appreciate Brother Banks.
Yes, sir.
So that's what I got to say, and you know I appreciate you.
Oh, absolutely, man. I didn't realize you had gone to the event, but I'm glad you did. And congratulations, Daryl, on you guys sponsoring that event on Sundays. And looks like you're getting traction there. So continue to do it, man. It works. All we've got to do, again, is just get it in front of people. The experts
keep
do the
going.
work. Just keep going. That's all we've got to do. Keep going. Keep going. Quitters never win and winners never quit. We do know that. So once again, guys, thank you so much for taking time out of your Monday night. God bless all of you. Let's keep pushing forward. And I'll close with this. Get excited or stay broke forever.
Woo.
It's our choice. All right, guys. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Gerald.
Good night. Thank you.
Great call.
Thank you for the stories. Love
Thank
it.
you.
Absolutely.
Thank
Good
you,
night.
Dr. Parker.
Yes.
Appreciate you, Dr. Parker.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Parker.
Pleasure, my friend.
Thank you, Dr. Parker.
Thank you, man.
God bless you, Melissa. Thank you,
Oh,
Dr.
listen.
Parker.
Good to see you, ma'am.
Yes,
Thank you,
we had
thank
a
you.
good time this weekend.
Thank you,
It
Sarah.
Dr.
was.
Parker. Thank you so much.
No problem, Alicia. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Parker.
You're welcome, Michelle. Thank you, guys. God bless you all. And Zena, thank you and congratulations on all your success. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.